right, so it's the end of the week, broadcast week, of course, and we have Chioma Innocent with us. She'll be taking us into the world of entertainment. What's up, Chioma?
I'm very well. Good morning this morning.
So what's been happening? What's going on?
Quite a lot, but let's start with the less dramatic.
Okay.
All right. So even though we're starting with an actress, but yes, this is less dramatic than every other thing on the bulletin this morning. Nollywood actress Zainab Balogun has recently opened up about her long-standing battle with the endometriosis and the significant impact it had on her marriage. You know, in an intimate interview, she candidly shared her experiences with the medical disorder that has affected her for over 2 decades. Endometriosis is a condition in which the tissue lining the uterus grows outside of it, leading to symptoms such as severe pain, heavy bleeding, irregular periods, and potential fertility issues. Okay. You know, when asked about her husband's role, she said he's been very supportive, and I think that is one way to help when one is going through this life-changing ailments.
That's true. You know, in Nigeria, Moses, we have Ndihanapo, let me speak it in Igbo, monitoring committee. Once you have married, the next thing they'll be asking you is, how far now?
When?
When now?
They're going to help you. Watchers.
They're going to help They'll be helping you to check your tummy. Okay, last week it was flatter. This month it should be like this. And when it doesn't happen, they begin to attach a lot of things. You know, she's a Yoruba. I think she married an Igbo man, right? So they'll start asking questions, that kind of a thing. Did you think she went through this kind of experience?
I believe it will happen. We are in Nigeria, we are in an African society, and it will definitely happen. Even if you don't want to have kids, there is just this thought that society has that if you don't want to have kids, why did you now get married? So like she said, the womb watchers will be there, people who will be like, then you have to now start explaining to everyone. It's been years. I'm glad she's coming out to say this now. That certain ailments, I feel like in Nigeria, if it's not malaria and your body is hot and you are throwing up and you're visibly getting thinner and thinner, it's not serious. It's just like the way we don't do so much about mental health. So now she has to start explaining to people that it does not actually concern. But I'm glad that she had that support, you know, that backbone from the husband, from the family, and she was able to overcome this and talk about it now. I hope she goes on to become an advocate for other women suffering from this condition as well. Let's move on to another actress who I have not seen in a movie for a very long time. Caroline Danjuma. She has expressed her desire to remarry her ex-husband, Musa Danjuma. The couple, who had been married for about 9 years, went through a divorce in 2016. However, in a recent interview, the actress shared a longing to return to her former spouse on one condition. She said, if God reveals that he's the man destined for me, then yes, I would love to go back to my ex-husband.
Wait. Okay. Is that all there is?
Well, you know, she revealed that there were just some irreconcilable differences between them. If she was of this age and the experience she has now, that she would not have divorced the man. If she was as wise as she is now. Okay, then
let me understand something. She would not have divorced him if she was wiser.
Experienced and wise.
She was as experienced as she is now.
As she is now. But then she also said something about if God
reveals
that he is the destined man for me.
I don't understand.
It sounds very ironic. It sounds paradoxical.
You wished you had not left, but then you're asking, okay, you have a desire to go back, but then you're seeking revelation from God.
What is this?
That if he's the one for you,
the question would be, was it not the man for you when you married him?
Did you watch?
And they have 3 children.
Did you watch the interview when she had that interview where she made all those expressions?
And the beautiful thing is she has kept the name.
Yes,
no, yes,
and that's why she's kept
that was what I was asking you. If you had seen the full interview where she made all this, even the person who was asking the question was also responding the way you're responding.
Okay.
It's a funny thing because it's kind of like you have the fish in hand, you let it go, and then you're regretting and hoping the fish swims its way back to you. With this revelation, it would take her, I believe it would take her quite a bit. Now the man knows that he's the prize, and she's missing him.
Oh well, I don't think that matters. I don't think that matters. Whether that shouldn't make anybody feel special. Bottom line is they were married, they were husband and wife, and obviously. People will, if you ever bonded with someone and then you went your separate ways, you will miss a few things about the person.
Is it better to separate or divorce? Is separation not better? Maybe possibly with
Well,
separation you can
if-
come
if
back.
Because it's been 7 years.
If it was separation, then they could easily come back.
But now they're divorced. That means divorce decision shouldn't
Feels
be
final.
a hasty.
It shouldn't be a hasty
thing
you see.
for couples
But
to make.
It's not impossible if he's on the same page with her and he feels okay, time to pick up. I mean, as I said, I think I've said that here before. It is not good for anybody to be lonely. So if he's alone,
Is he married? Has he remarried?
I'm not sure about that.
if he's alone and he feels okay, it's time to reconnect with my long lost love, then that'll be good for her. But I think this is her dropping a bait in the water.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
You know,
I'm
you
available.
come back to me. I'm done playing around, and I want you back. Something like
Like I
that.
said, that would only happen if the man feels the same way as well.
And if he has not remarried.
Honestly, if this happens, it will be another time of think pieces, because in this our country, we love it. There are certain things that happen and we just get think pieces from it. This is why you should not make hasty decisions. This is why don't ever throw away your love if you are not sure. And stuff like that. But then moving on, let's go on to some music. Although this man doesn't really do music, he's the son of Governor Ademola Adeleke of Osun State. Shina Rambo and his wife have finally divorced.
Does music.
More as a producer.
Yeah, that's a
B-Red.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So his wife, Heidi Koth, has come out on Instagram making an announcement that she wants to give away a diamond wedding ring to a couple who is preparing to tie the knot.
Okay,
so
she's divorced.
They just got divorced recently. She wants to give away her wedding ring, which is diamond.
Thank you very much. When I heard that story, that was the first thing I said. I said that you go and collect wahala. Thank you, because that was the first thing that came to my mind.
Honestly, that is what is it's very controversial, because now everyone is feeling like this ring, it did not augur well for your marriage. You want to pass it to mine. And I actually saw a comment that said, why not sell the ring and use the money for giveaway if you're such a nice person? Why are you trying? Someone now asked, is that what the Baba say you should do?
There is something significant we need to take note of here. The rate at which couples are divorcing. It's for example, the Caroline Danjuma talk that we just had. Maybe it's normal to have differences in a relationship. Rather than being hasty to talk about divorce, maybe it's possible that you can stay a bit away and you don't know, you could, mature over the years. But we're now hearing divorce, something that used to be alien with our culture in this part of the world is now like a normal day activity. And you now hear, if you're in conversations with a lot of young people, they'll say, with the new marriage is now, I don't want to do marriage, I'd rather do partner, whatever. And that's a Western culture.
It's an infiltration
it's not our
of
culture.
cultures. It's an infiltration. That's a conversation for another day.
Honestly, I think that apart from the infiltration of cultures, many people have realized that they don't have to stay in uncomfortable situations and marriages if they don't want to. And it's both from the men and the women. But one thing for me is, as long as the kids get to feel the love from both parents, even if there's no more affection between the both of them. But it's difficult when, the parents are separated or divorced. Let's move on to what is making the rounds right now. So 30BG, Davido has come out to say that he and Wizkid were the first young Nigerian artists to hit stardom. He stated this in an interview that went viral. Yes, the main people were surprised because I was in the office and someone was playing it. I was listening. I asked, is that an old interview? And they said, no, this is very, very recent. He said he's excited to see the new cats, that's the new stars. And he mentioned first, Burna Boy, Rema, Fireboy, Mayokun, and Ashake now dominating the music industry. This statement has sparked serious controversy on social media. Many of Burna Boy's fans are berating him, saying, "You are calling the Grammy Award winner a new cat? What do you mean?" And so there's been so many think pieces flying around. People saying, "Oh, people didn't know Burna Boy until outside. Oh, when he sang Like to Party, many people didn't really understand or like his sound then." honestly, it's not been funny on social media with this conversation.
Especially Twitter. They are going to roast Davido.
In fact,
The
they're
Wizkid and
roasting
Odogu
everybody.
fans. They will roast him and they will not leave crumbs. Are you for real?
He did say that. Here's the funny thing.
You know how he sounded like, I'm a father, he's his boy that is just coming up, so you guys should mellow.
Not even older.
Of course, he's older. Oh, they could be the same age, though.
They are around
they are
same age
about the
bracket.
same age. Yeah.
One thing I see recurring in all of these conversations is everyone always says, oh, it's Wizkid and I. Some Clefs came out to say, oh, it was Wizkid and I that started Afrobeat. Everybody's always saying it's Wizkid and I. So Wizkid seems to be the blueprint. He's the undeniable daddy.
Chairman, go to their YouTube, check who has the highest following. With Davido talking like a grandfather and thinking that Wizkid is an ancestor. They should go and check YouTube and see how many subscribers each of them have with and see who
I believe
has
that's
more
from the
followers.
international market, and that is one thing Rema has been doing consciously recently, trying to break the bounds, leave
Rema is
the
a great
African
prince
continent.
indeed. Yes,
He's moved
he's
into
doing
Asia, and we know the population of India. Those people, they are like ants, you know, they're so much. So once they love your music and they stream it, the numbers will keep going up. Now, here is the thing. Davido has come out to say this about Burna Boy, Rema, Fireboy, Mayokun. And these people are not actually even the new cats. What's he going to say about Ashake? You know, who really just... Ashake was like... I don't think in 2020 during the lockdown, he's been singing, but we just knew him now.
He just had a music that blew him up, but he's been
They brought him
singing.
into the limelight with Olamide and all of them. So I really think that was a shade. There was no need for that. But we know Burna Boy and Davido.
Wait for fans of Odogu.
And even he himself for his own response, because we know
respond.
he's not one to let things like this slide. He can be very petty.
Funny,
He will definitely want to
yeah.
respond.
Odogu may not really talk.
All
He may
right,
just
let's
tweet
not
one funny
drag-
thing.
we're
May not
dragging
really
the-
talk.
Well, we wish them well.
Yeah.
We'll keep tabs on the banter on Twitter.
Moses,
and
I've told you, let's go and
social
sing
media.
music. Let's see you produce us, give us record
All right,
label.
That's the show for today. My name is Moses Humphrey. A big thanks to you, Chema Innocent, for giving us those entertainment tidbits there. Thank you once again.
All right, my name is Esther Wachuku. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at VOP TV, Voice of the People TV, as well as across our social media handles at VOP TV. Make sure you enjoy your weekend.